morning, Chalice. Welcome to our service, Fun with Words. Welcome to our Unitarian Universalist congregation, where we honor our religious roots while branching out to grow and learn. Where we strive to let love liberally and freely flow from our very pores, like oxygen from the stoma of a leaf. In so doing, we not only enrich our lives, but those around us. We are as varied as the trees of the world, yet we recognize that like a great forest, we are connected to one another and the wider world in ways we may not yet completely understand. So let us stand together in body or spirit and sing, "You Are Welcome Here." Schulz for that joyous music and for being our worship musician this morning. And thank you to our song leaders, Patty Carlisle and Tom Karlstrom, for helping us find the notes. I am Julia Fogel, the worship leader today, and I will be assisted by Jessica Schulz. Greeting you this morning were Shannon Anderson and Wendy Metzger, and enabling us to hear, see, and share our words are Hope Campbell, Dean Gadet, and Augusto Luluaga, our newest addition to our team back there, so please welcome him. In addition, while preparing this service, I received some unexpected but much appreciated information from a librarian. Her name is Lauren Goss, and she's from the University of Oregon. So I wanted to thank her and recognize all librarians for their service in this age of the internet. Thank you all for giving your time and talents. Our minister, the Reverend Sharon Wiley, will rejoin us on July 21st when she will share her life lessons as a Padres fan. I might just wear my Padres shirt that morning. How about you? Please remember that during services, the windows are open for air circulation, that it is okay to wear a mask or to leave during the service if necessary. The service can be heard out on the patio. And after our service, we have refreshments and fellowship waiting for you there. All are invited to participate, especially newcomers, because we would like to get to know you better. So if you are new to Chalice, please stay so that we may introduce ourselves. Online newcomers, please join in the after-service coffee hour at the same Zoom link. Regardless of how you are attending this morning, we invite you to share your email address so that you can receive our email newsletter and e-news calendar. This can be done in person at the greeter table or online after the service. Our activities and groups can be found in our email publications. Now, let's take a breath together. Words. We are called together for worship with words. Sometimes we string them together to be funny, sometimes to share our knowledge, sometimes to rejoice, to mourn, or to learn. Who remembers what jet pig now means to us as you use? Do we have the graphic up for that? No, I guess we don't. But let's just think of it in our mind since we don't have the graphic. J is for justice. E is equality. T, transformation. P, pluralism. I, interdependence. And G, generosity. The values that we now agree to support. In addition to pragmatic utility, if we dig into the deepest part of our souls, words may become poetry, may capture a story, a feeling, an image, or a memory. This morning, you are called to consider the use of words in poetry and in our hearts. Now we light our chalice, the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith. Jeff Hunter will light our chalice this morning. Our chalice lighting poem was found on poemhunter.com and was written by Tony Jolly. It is called Fire on Your Finger. Fire on your finger, fire in your eye, fire in your spirit, fire that won't die. Fire in the bare bones of being, fire to uphold what's right. Fire in the heart of darkness, fire to fuel love's light. Fire to burn but not consume, fire to learn and not assume. Fire to live and give living room. Fire to love and sing her tune. Thank you, Jeff, for lighting the fire for us. This morning, our land acknowledgement comes from a blog of the Indigenous Tutoring and Mentoring Program and was written by the blog's coordinator, identified only as Misha. And in a minute, I hope we will have this printed version of the land acknowledgement up here. There it is. This is my, meaning Misha's, land acknowledgement poem. Place is not only time and space. It weaves worlds, nurtures newborns and elders alike. It sustains stomachs and souls. It heals hearts and homes. Rich histories of ceremony, cedar, sweetgrass. Place is our strength, knowledge, and resistance. This land acknowledgement, which is a poem, has a special feature. Can anyone spot it? What do you think? No capital letters, okay. Oh, she's got it, yay. Yes, Misha tells us in her blog that this is called an ethery or itere. I guess if you speak French, I'm not very good at that, but I think that's the derivation of it. And she tells us, and I quote, that these are poems of 10 lines, and each line number matches the number of syllables in the line. So, example, line 1 has 1 syllable, line 2 has 2 syllables, 3 syllables, and 4, yes, you guessed it, 4 syllables, and so on. And so Misha writes in her blog that she hopes that you will all try writing your own ethery poem on any topic that interests you, and I hope that maybe some of you will take up that challenge after our service today. And now please rise, embody your spirit to join in singing hymn 112, Do You Hear?
Please be seated.
Please consider these words from poet Alden Solovey, found on tobendlight, all one word.com, and taken from his poem, Duet of Joy and Sorrow. From the first cry of birth to the last sigh of death, this precious life sings a duet of joy and sorrow, the song of living, sung to music from beyond, sung to the rhythm of the heavens and the beating of your heart. If you carry a special joy or sorrow this morning and would like to share, please use the candle card that will be distributed, or if online, please use the chat box. Be sure to include your name in either format. These joys and sorrows will be spoken out loud and then be removed from this part of the service recording that goes onto our YouTube channel, so they won't be publicly available online. If you would like to send Reverend Sharon a confidential note about your joy or sorrow, or to make a prayer request, please email her. Her email address will be on screen in a moment. Please enjoy John's music while you write down what you would like to share, so that in the sharing, your burden is lessened and your joy is multiplied. right. And now we light a final candle for all the joys and sorrows that go unshared and unspoken this morning. These too are held in the love and support of this community. Now, it is time to share a couple poems that might be of interest to our children or others who are young at heart. In his poem, Poet's Tree, Shel Silverstein says, "Underneath the poet tree, come and rest a while with me." We invite you to come forward and sit with our poet tree. Anybody else want to come up? Yay.
Where's your pack?
I'm sorry. Okay, thank you.
Okay, you can set it down.
Okay. All right. Oh, what good sport. Oh. So this is a poem called My Pretty Rose Tree by William Blake. A flower was offered to me, such a flower as May never bore, but I said, I've a pretty rose tree, and I passed the sweet flower o'er. Oh, not that one. You'll have to share that one. I'm sorry. Then I went to my pretty rose tree to tend her by day and by night, but my rose turned away with jealousy, and her thorns were my only delight. Has anybody here ever felt a little prickly when you got jealous? You don't need the thorns. I'll keep them for myself here. And then there's a second poem called Trees by Harry Ben. Trees are the kindest things I know. They do not harm, they simply grow, and spread a shade for sleepy cows and gather birds among their boughs. They give us fruit and leaves above, and wood to make our houses of, and leaves to burn on Halloween, and in the spring, new buds of green. They are the first when day's begun to touch the beams of morning sun. They are the last to hold the light when evening changes into night. And when a moon floats on the sky, they hum a drowsy lullaby of sleepy children long ago. Trees are the kindest things I know. Did you have a favorite of the poems today? Which one was your favorite? The trees. Okay, very nice. Thank you very much for listening to my poem. And I will be happy to help anybody get up.
So far this morning, we have heard the words of several poets, folks who have written words from their hearts, which I hope you have found meaningful in some small way. Let's take time to identify what is in our hearts this morning and what words we can use to describe what we are feeling, imagining, remembering, or sensing in the world around us. After a few moments of silent introspection, we will write some words to describe these thoughts so that they can be shared. You will notice clipboards with recycled paper and a writing implement strategically placed on aisle seats. The person closest to the clipboard will begin first. Using your introspective musings for inspiration, please write a line about what is on your mind or in your heart. Then, Jessica's demonstrating for you. Fold the paper over so that the line is covered and pass it to the next person. When everybody has contributed a line, please raise your hand and Jessica will collect the contributions and clipboards. At home, please enter your line into the chat. John will play us some music while we are writing. there any others out there? Oh, one more, I think. There's one more back there. Bring me the papers. All right, are we ready for our chalice poem? Let's see what we've put together here. Always have faith in your favorite team. Wonder at my sweetheart on the podium and ready for Padres with my girls. Hot dogs and home runs. Newness again, renew and repeat. How can I make more summer days before school starts? Death is part of the great mystery of life. Grief for promises broken. Look at all this, how wonderful. Both in our communities and our country. Joy for the love we still have for each other. I feel fear, stress, and concern, but also gratitude. Okay, thanks. I'm not quite done with this one yet. Tentative hope in tumultuous times. Fear for the future of democracy. Wish for peace. Where is my neighborhood? Anxiety for the future of our planet often overwhelms me. I am thinking of my friends, near and far. Walking nature is the balm to my soul. The sun warms my heart. Contentment. Wishing I could heal the division in the world with love. Sometimes when lost in a thick forest, you need to climb to the top of a tall tree to see where you are. Holding my friend in my heart during her time of sorrow. Community of friends. Anxiety about upcoming election. The feeling of being in a supportive environment. Circle of love, chalice of love. Stillness of the breaking down. Today our world is blooming, summer is here. Amazing power of sound. The play, Every Brilliant Thing and a Million Things Worth Living For. Thankful. No act of kindness is ever wasted. Grateful and happy my family is home, safe from their, somebody want to help me, whoever wrote that? Safe from their trip. Oh yes, I see it now. Hoping that all goes well with the election. Gratitude for coming home. Small buzzes of anxiety, joy and fun mixing with stress and sorrow. I'm happy to be home, but I'm missing the cold Washington weather. Yearning for a certain person, also frustrated otherwise. I love to hear the sweet sounds of a beautiful baby. Gratitude for a loved one's health recovery. Summertime memories with the kids are the best ones. Sun-kissed skin, taste of popsicles and pizza, the wonder of a child watching fireworks. Thoughts are flying around, glad for silence and friends. Tropical paradise, warm summer fun. Finding peace of mind. Puppies that play. My dogs are always on the forefront of my mind. I'm in the place I want to be. I thank thee for most this amazing day, E. E. Cummings. And I am craving some pizza. I am feeling excited, anxious, and impatient. Dread tempered by the love and security of living with my solitude, I believe it is. Thrumming with anxiety and hope's patient wings. Watching the baby's eyes full of curiosity and joy. I wish for me, for us, the same. A heart open to newness, curiosity, and non-judgment. Shopping for a car is not fun. We have heard some wonderful words from you, our congregation. Sometimes wonderful words come together to become poetry, and I think if we had more time, we could actually lump some of those together by category and actually make beautiful poems out of them. But now, John has agreed to take up the challenge of putting our words to music, thus making a song. So take it, John.
Yeah, this would be. For those I don't use, don't think I didn't love your comments, but I really can't see all of them up here on all of my comments. So, and if I change any of the words, you'll just have to get over it. How about that? Is that
Any better? Sorry about that. All those previous disclaimers still hold. Circle of love, circle of love, I'm home, I'm home. Chalice of love, chalice of love, I'm home, I'm home. Newness comes again, renew and repeat. How can I make this summer last? Have faith in your favorite team. Wonder on my sweetheart on the podium.
Summer memories are the best. When the kids are here, I have gratitude for my health recovery. I love the sweet, sweet sound that the baby makes today. Oh, my heart is never far away. And I'm worried for the future. Will this time be one we can renew? I want to be with my loved ones. I want to be with you. The amazing power of sound. The stillness is breaking down. I see blooms in the summertime. Gratitude for coming home. We never are alone. Joy is fun. Joy is fun. Chalice of love and chalice of time. I know your heart, do you know mine? I'm so happy that the time's here, but I miss the cold in Washington. Nervous about the election, and I don't know what to do, so I'll come here to be with you. Joy and sorrow mix, stress and sorrow too. This community of friends, I hold my friend in my heart, her time of trial, and I know I can be of help. How can I make sense of time? How can I find words to speak? Sun-kissed popsicles and pizza on the way. Gratitude for coming home. Gratitude for coming home. Chalice is for love. Gratitude for coming home. Gratitude for coming home. Chalice is for love. Chalice is for love.
Wasn't that wonderful? Oh my gosh, I've got tears in my eyes. I did make one small omission. I forgot to pass John and read the online submissions, and I would like to do that now. The first one is germ, and it's noted that this was from a child. And the mountains are steep. And that was from me, not me, but the writer. The next one is the pool water was refreshing. The towels were warmed by the sun. Money is a word from another child in the house, a teenager. and kittens are magical. So those are our online contributions. And they fit, I think they fit with our other themes very nicely. So thank you so much for sharing your words, and John for sharing your music and your talents. And I hope that all will be, just take some time and write some more words like that, and maybe string a few lines together and come up with your own wonderful poems. And now, please join Patty and Tom in singing our hymn of the month.
So we have sung this hymn before. You may rise. We have sung this hymn before, but not very much and not for a while. It's Loosen. So do we want to run through it once, each verse one time? No? No? Okay. Just thought I'd ask. So we're going to sing the first part of it twice, the second part of it twice, and then go back to the first part one last time. Please be seated.
The Sunday offering is an expression of the generosity that makes our congregational life possible. As Buddhist teacher Sharon Salzberg writes, generosity is characterized by the inner quality of letting go or relinquishing or loosening. Being able to let go, to give up, to renounce, to give generously. These capacities spring from the same source within us. When we practice generosity, we open to all of these liberating qualities simultaneously. We encourage you to text your donation to Chalice. Once you text the amount, you'll get a reply with a link to enter your card information. If your Sunday donation is meant to be part of your pledge payment, please be sure to indicate pledge after the dollar amount. The number for text donations will be on screen in a moment. If you prefer to make an in-person donation of cash or check, there are envelopes and a donation box to the left of the chapel double doors. You can leave those donations after the service. Please give generously. please join in dedicating our offering with words of affirmation. At Chalice UU congregation, our mission is to inspire individual and communal spiritual growth.
Okay, now I have words you have to sing. Okay, we are going to do a song by a local San Diego poet, lived here from 1948 until he passed away in 1991. If I lived in La Jolla, I'd stay there too. That's Theodore Geisel, better known as Dr. Seuss, who is a world-known poet, and he knows it. So you have a part in this song when I sing the verse. This is a song by Peter Mayer. I'm sorry, it's a song by Peter Mayer called Dr. Seuss, appropriately enough. And there's a part that Patty and Tom are gonna help you with. So when I sing the line, and Dr. Seuss is on the loose in your brain, I sing that. And it's kind of quick, so you're gonna have to follow them. It goes, and Dr. Seuss is on the loose in your brain, in your brain, in your brain, in your brain. Yeah, sorry. And Dr. Seuss is on the loose in your brain, in your brain, in your brain, in your brain. Try one more time. And Dr. Seuss is on the loose in your brain, in your brain, in your brain. That was really good. Okay, so at the end, we're just going to do in your brain until our brains get tired. Okay. If you believe you're in need of a need, if you can see an elephant in your tree, if your umbrella gets wet with oobleck instead of rain, then Dr. Seuss is on the loose in your brain. If you notice a tum-tummied snum talking to a flu boober bab boober bubs, and you tell that crazy news to your friend Foo-Foo the Snoo, then Dr. Seuss is on the loose in your brain. If all those who's are irritating you again, ringing jing-jinglers and tar-tinglers in your head, if you don't need a broom to clean your room, instead you tend to use a super zuper duper doo. If you answer your whispermophone to take a call from a jellyfish named Jimbo Jones, and then you leap into your ski goldmobile and drive away, then Dr. Seuss is on the loose in your brain. If the world you're living in is really kind of strange, and you've decided it's a bit more fun that way, if you find every story has a lesson there for you, I'm afraid it's true. If you take your eggs sunny side up and green, and if you make up silly rhymes when you speak, and if you shout out hooray for Diffin' Doofer Day, then Dr. Seuss is on the loose in your brain. Dr. Seuss is on the loose in your brain. Dr. Seuss is on the loose in your brain. 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 In your
Please join me in spirit in this prayer for words. As I speak this coming week, may the words be kind as I share my mind. May they flow like honey and sometimes be funny. May their meanings be clear and pleasing to the ear. And if I should see a poetry, may I sit and rest and compose my best. Please join in singing hymn 1024, When the Spirit Says Do. For our closing words today, I would like to revisit the poem by Alden Solovi, this time sharing the entire poem. The poem can also be found in his book, This Precious Life, Encountering the Divine with Poetry and Prayer, published by CCAR Press. When the beginning ends and the ending begins, so that the beginning can begin again, in the moment that the flame jumps from match to candle, extinguishing the match to bring light until the light is gone. From the first cry of birth to the last sigh of death, this precious life sings a duet of joy and sorrow, the song of living, sung to music from beyond, sung to the rhythm of the heavens and the beat of your heart. Let this day be for song. Let this day be for joy and laughter. Let this day be for blessing. Let us bind our days with holiness and love. After our closing hymn, please return to your seats for announcements. And now you are invited to close our worship by singing the well. First, if you enjoyed the poems shared today, perhaps you would enjoy attending our poetry group. The group shares poetry, either of your own creation or from the pens of others. We bring 2 selections to read, but if you just want to come and listen, that's okay too. Poetry group meets the second Monday of the month at 1 p.m. over in the hub. Right now, we are on summer break, but we'll start up again in September. So please join us then. Next, if you would like to get to know other congregants here at Chalice, a great way to do this is to become a greeter. Or perhaps you already know everyone. What a lovely gift it would be to share your friendly smile with the congregation as they arrive on Sunday morning. Just let one of our greeters know of your interest, and the word will get to the coordinators. And if you would like to participate in a Sunday service by lighting our chalice, please enter your name on the sign-up sheet on the bulletin board in the courtyard. Please do stay for fellowship, either here or online. And if you are here, you can also visit with the online congregants in the green room in the hub. Jessica and I look forward to greeting you at the chapel doors to hear your thoughts about the service. Have a wonderful week until we meet again next Sunday.